up, guys? Shadowsteel here, and welcome back to the beta. Yeah, it's been literally only a few minutes, but came up with a good title for this episode. Too much news. Alright, so continue existing planning. Yes, there we go. Now, with that out of the way, let's see. How many... Oh, hello. How much does a city of... Get the fuck off there, would you? Okay, sugar needs to be 27,000, huh? Alright, well. We're at what population? 50,000? Okay. Alright, well, what the fuck? Oh, right, okay. I was so confused there for a second. So, what I'm going to do here, first of all, is I'm going to connect up Stark Farm to St. Louis. And then... we can't really do anything else with that run due to the fact that the train cannot really connect up with the other lines. So I'm going to go ahead and just focus on that. Focus on corn. And for the second time, I'm going to double check the corn hauling industry. What the fuck? They're being sent down south to Oklahoma City, not to Kansas City, which has a shorter route here. What the hell? Okay, well, talk about interesting. All right. Ooh, connection bonus. Probably a good idea to build to there. And not only that, but it will be a very cheap run. Just cost me a few $1,000s. And there we go. We are in the green. Alright. So I think one of my tasks... Yep, I only have 2 more industries to connect to. I have some research points I can spend. However, I do not want to spend them just yet because this guy is going to need 6 out of 9. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to wait a little bit, gain the John Bowl, the real John Bowl. This is not the John Bowl. This is the John Bowl. This is not the John Bowl. This is the John Bowl. Okay, I swear to God, that was one of the biggest, dumbest things I ever saw when the game started. When I first played the game, like, wait a minute, that's not the John Bull. And it was the fact that the locomotive was officially called the North American, which, yes, it was designed, it was modified as it was a British-built locomotive originally, but was modified in the United States to actively run as on the American rail system. But it was called the John Bull after it was modified. So officially, the locomotive's name was the John Bull. I was very, very annoyed by that, but it's a nitpicking fact. Shouldn't nitpick a thing like that. Oh, get the fuck off here. Alright, there we go. I hear the whine and hiss of the industry there. Here we are. One thing I want to do before we keep going is, oh God, my dog is chasing my cat. Ragnar, you okay? Oh. Like, no, leave me alone. Alright. The only good thing about, like, the long route like this is that once you start getting parallel tracks, you can actually build up quite a bit. I can't talk. Okay, got the racetrack done. Whoops, that's not what I wanted to do. At all. Oops, shit. There we go. I have a method to my madness. Okay, go. Alright, well, seems to be a lot better now. Now have a full-on line back and forth between New Orleans and Chicago. Right. And what I'm going to do here, I'm actually going to rebuild the connections here. There we go. I know I'm wasting a lot of money on building like this, but it helps with traffic issues. What the? Albuquerque. No. I don't need the meat industry in Albuquerque just yet. It's probably a good idea to prep for that soon. Alright. Well, getting close to our connecting objective. Damn it! There we go. Damn audio. That's one big issue I'm having with this, with my current setup, is the fact that I cannot hear properly out of one headset. I'm actually going to need to start what I'd like to call modifying my audio setup, in the fact that my one earbud here is actually cutting in and out. That's why you've been seeing the wire kind of curl up like this, because this seems to be one of the best ways I can actually get the audio to work, is the fact that for some strange reason, when I curl the audio like this, it actually becomes a lot easier for me to hear, and it's actually rather interesting, because when I actually do record, to some extent, oh god damn it, when I do record, there is actually a rather interesting little thing in that when I actually do, oh hello, another rural industry, huh? That's going to be a very interesting one there. Once again, you're not that far away from where I want to be. I'm going to be able to do there. Connect you up down south. There we go. I'm actually gaining more money than I'm spending with this kind of stuff. Interesting. Now I have a particular issue now, in that... Hold on. Oh, I need one more. I need one more rural business. That's it. God damn it. Alright. You're growing, thankfully. That's good. And we can finally start building the North American again. And one other thing. Upgrade. So, this is the John Bull. Ignore the North American part. Assume that this is the John Bull. Because the John Bull, officially, if you actually look up the John Bull, this is what you're going to see. Oh, hello, Facebook. Yeah, the John Bull is actually designed in that manner. So, modify. They're going to be that. City of New Orleans. Upgrading to you. There we go. You guys are going to be upgraded even further to that. And you are going to be upgraded to whatever the hell this is. Alright, there we go. And we got a engineer on hand. If I remember right, the St. Louis to Chicago line does not have a proper engineer. There we go. You actually work well together. That's good. Now, the next task would be to figure out another industry to connect properly. Well, I could build a train station here in Kansas City. Here, we connect up to St. Louis through the Ozark Mountains. Oh, God. Here, hold on. Ooh, St. Louis grows finally. Nice. So, with this like this. Now, it's not going to let me do a double track line throughout the entire way. So I will definitely have to keep an eye out on the proper track here. I'm going to remove that for a second. And I'm going to double check the track usage here. So track 1's being used about 46% of the time. I'm going to double check on what trains. So the St. Louis to Chicago line is using track 1. And the Stark Farm and St. Louis is using track 1. However, I can properly move that train over to the secondary tracks. So track 2 is going to be used rather than track 1. And knowing full well that you can actually merge to the next line, okay, I'm going to leave that alone for now because he can actually leave on track. You can actually stay on track 2 for a short time because there's not much of a need to reroute the trains and stuff. So, okay, 2% downgrade. Somehow a 20% upgrade now. Going through the tunnel, going downgrade, 2%. 0%, 1%, 0%, and we're in Kansas City. There we go. A bit difficult, to say the least. But it's not a problem. Alright, let's see here. We still need 2 more innovations before we can actively get our next locomotive, which is going to be you. So, Cowcatcher and the foreign workers. Interesting. I'm going to double check something here because that popped up right at... What the hell's wrong with my hair? Wow, I look terrible. There we go. That's better. Let's see what we got here. Oh, hello. Oh, that's good to hear. Wow. That's great to hear. So I've been in contact with a few people here and there, and yeah, it's about something here in the matter of what's going on in St. Louis, actually. I can't see the keyboard. There we go. Whew. Just hear the distant whistles of all those trains. Alright. So I got 6,000 to do? Oh, one thing I need to do is actually repay one of my loans. Let's see. Which one should I do? The higher one probably is the best option, honestly. There she goes again. There we go. I'm down to 100K. There we go. That's... Ah! Okay. Oh, right. There was one other thing I need to do. Now that St. Louis has a larger population, it might be best to get ready to build up the train to ship sugar back and forth. So... Oh, hello. I actually went up a little bit. Damn it, both of those are 3,000, not 200. Or 200. 300. Ah, fuck. This is one of the bad things about this game, is that it's nothing but waiting after a while. What is with the levers there? It looks like from this angle, it looks like he's getting whacked in the nuts. What the? Oh, connection bonus. Nice. What is that? Connection bonus to Indianapolis, huh? That one's going to be a lot difficult. Okay. Here we go. Like, that should be good. Oh, hello. Kansas City. Oh, right. Oh, boy. Well, that's going to be a while. I thought I was ready to go. Oh, well. Oh, right. I'm looking wrong. There we go. Actually, now that I think about it, that's probably what I'm probably doing is a little... Oh, hello. Thank you very much. That helped me a little bit with the regard... Oh, fuck. And then from here, just connect up to the track down south. Okay, there you go. And then... With that... Oh, thank God. I thought it went away for a second. And that connection bonus is very important to me right now. We have a breakdown, though. There we go. What's going on here? Oh, bad condition. Whoopsie. You know, I totally forgot about that. In that the Morris Preserve train is not getting any maintenance done on the way to and from St. Louis. There we go. Maintenance building in St. Louis now. One thing I got to keep an eye on. Alright, well, connection to St. Louis done. One thing I need to do before we go any further is actually build... That's actually a problem now. Wait, is it? Maybe not. Because technically my train needs to go up and down to Denver. I may have done something right by accident. Let's use the Ozarks as our main means of transportation between St. Louis and Chicago. Whoops. That is 8%. Did not need to do that. To 4%. There we go. Now let's go ahead and adjust this a little bit. 2, 1. I think the main gradient in the Ozark Mountain Range is a 2% grade between St. Louis to Kansas City. Oh, no, that's St. Louis to Springfield I'm thinking of. The Cuba subdivision as it is. Because I'm thinking of the Frisco main line. Okay. Oh, there we go. Finally. Cowcatcher, thank you very much. And then all we got to do is get the Durham. And then Jeeves. And then from there we get the Reindeer and the G and M American. Very interesting. Alright, what do we got task-wise? 1846 is our next objective. To do that. Start. What the fuck was that noise? What the hell was that? Oh, due to missing equipment. Okay, I got that. There we go. Supply tower there. The supply tower here should be fun. There we go. Got 2 different supply towers there. And also, I just saw that I have an accountant on hand. So that removes the guy that gives me cheaper locomotives. Yeah, so not a good idea, honestly. Yeah. Oh, hello. Quite a few people. Oh, God. Oh, my nose. Oh, the iron. Up. Surveyor, huh? What do you do? Tunnel construction decreased by 10%. And you don't have any benefits with anybody, so there's no really need to get you right now. Jesus. I can't. Ugh. Maybe using the title Too Much News was not a good idea. Oh well. But then again, that's kind of true. There's been a lot of news in the news lately. None of it good, none of it bad, a little in the middle, I don't know. Very annoying, honestly. Alright, so it's still quite expensive to do that. St. Louis is still growing. How's Chicago doing? Chicago's gotten stagnant again. St. Louis just keeps growing, though. It's not that bad. And then... Well... One particular thing I could do is send a train to from Allen Logging. Question is... Oh, you finally need sugar now. Okay. Alright, then we can finally change the line here. To allow for a train to go back and forth. There we go. Oh, shit. My ultimate goal in this scenario is actually to get a train from St. Louis to San Francisco, living out the official dream of the what was eventually the St. Louis San Francisco Railroad, or well, as the Frisco essentially. So that's my ultimate goal, is to build the Frisco's true transcontinental route from St. Louis to San Francisco. Oh, hello, research point. Okay. So, might as well. Durham. Alright, with that done, let's go ahead and go through you. So upgrade to the Durham. There we go. And you. Oh, you're an express train now. There you go. And then you. So these three are the only ones that are going to need to be upgraded to the John Bull. You. And there we go. So all trains are now upgraded. Oop, Durham. Yep, well, there's your news for you. Alright. Still expensive to do this. Let's go ahead and repay this loan first, because I got 8 months on it. Okay. With that said and done... Let's see here. It might be worth actually building not to Chicago, to... just barely fits those two. So that would be our best option there, is to actually... Hello. Actually, what I could do is cotton's going to be required first. And then do this. Essentially what I'm doing is just building up the line. There we go. Task completed. Nice. We've been doing a task... What the... See? Too much news. Alright, so annual profit's going to be quite high this time. So produce 4 loads of meat per month. I've gotten 1 per month. Transport 6,000 passengers between... Employ 28 trains at one time. Okay, rail network. So, question. Odessa's down there. So, connecting the line from Kansas City to Oklahoma City, and then like from St. Louis to Kansas City to Oklahoma City, then to Odessa should be no problem. We got 2 express trains too. Nice. I still don't have any clue on how an express train works in this game. I seriously don't. I guess it's the amount of passengers it transports or something? I don't know. Okay. Go ahead and double check the track usage. 28, 28, 13, and 32. So if I divide the 2 trains here, the city... Okay. Let's go ahead and send you to track 2. Or track 3, actually. Well, He's gonna try and go back. Yep, there he goes. He's not even unloading. It's because he doesn't even know. Man, this game is stupid. The AI in this game is just something else. I honestly gotta say. So I now have a total of 12 years. No, 10 years at least. To do this, so... Oops. I just spilled coffee all over myself. Okay, well, I guess I have to end this episode so I can change my shirt. I mean, look at this. Spilled coffee right over it. I took my cup, put it up to my mouth, and then blah, all over the place. Well, I'm being way loud on these episodes, aren't I? I got the mic right in front of my face, too. Right here. It's right here. Hey, look at this. That's my microphone. And you got the achievement hunters right behind me. I guess that's a good way to end it. Let's play!